I changed my audio source to the back of my computer, so it's not the same, so I had to configure it again.
I wanted it to be more...
Okay, there we go. It's working now. Cool.
serious. This game is based on dealing with the death of my father, which was the hardest thing that's ever happened to me and my family. But I don't want to talk about it here, and I didn't want to talk about it with anybody really to this day still. It's very personal. And that's why I made this game. That's exactly the reason. Because I wanted to get those feelings out and like communicate with people without like talking about it. And so that's what the first tree is. It's me dealing with my feelings, and it was a personal project, and it was just me, and it actually, like, I'm really glad I made it, but it wasn't easy to make, I guess is what I'm saying. So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected. She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other 2 children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Whoa. That's pretty. It's raining now.
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
Stick. It's a pole. Beam. Whatever you want to call it. It's a stick now, I guess.
The bunnies were added because my wife, Elise, who also voices Rachel in the game, who's also helped a ton to make the game, as we were playing, she just said the world felt kind of empty and not alive enough. So I knew we needed to add some kind of life, and so the bunnies was like the first idea that came to mind. And like most of the game, I use like publicly available assets to speed up production because I was working full-time along with making this game, and we just had our first baby, a little girl named Evelyn. So I was messing with this asset called Herd Sim, and at one point, like the generation script that creates variations of the sizes of the bunny. One time I got out of control and it made like this monster bunny that towered over everybody. And I shared that GIF on Imager and Reddit, and that was a huge hit. It helped definitely gain an audience for this game. But it's hard because this game is like so serious. It's about life and death, not giant bunnies. But I knew I needed something, like a shout out to that, because it was pretty fun. So if you're able to catch all the bunnies on this map, I think there's around 13, then you'll get a special surprise. So good luck.
Cool.
Those are bunnies.
So I have to catch bunnies. Cool. What's this? Mystery box.
I feel like one of the best ways to make an exploration game feel worth it, or to reward the player, is to have as many secrets as possible. Like some of my favorite games like Dear Esther and Gone Home and Firewatch. I love those story-driven games. And they're kind of like these mystery boxes where if you put in a lot of effort, if you look closely, the world reveals itself to you better. So there are like secrets in the first tree. See if you can find one of these hidden items by digging around in these unmarked spots around this area.
Dig. How do I dig?
Different buttons.
There wasn't much. Yeah, there is no dig button. I don't think. Interaction button. No dig.
The interaction button.
Click. there?
I'm thinking it was a vase.
Who has this? No. I can jump so high. Is it over here, maybe? I don't know.
Oh. I forgot to show you the other thing that I used.
I'm recording.
I know. I'm not fucking close. I forgot to show you. I was supposed to show you earlier.
Just do it later.
Okay. Fine.
What's this down here? I like how high I can jump. I can jump really high. Yeah. What? Yeah. What do you need, Ma? I'll do what I can. What? Alright, I'm back. Everything set back up again. Oh yeah. Dig.
As a
Dig,
kid,
dig,
did
dig.
you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me, so I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friends had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
It's a really pretty game.
I thought I knew what this was. I don't. We have a game similar that you turn into other animals.
They're the rocking thingies. Oh, I forget what they're called. We had some in Geneva.
I know what they are, I just don't know what they're called.
Bunnies! There's 2 of them over here. Bunny, 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 bunny. Where? 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 They're fast little boy. They're so quick.
I'll jump on it.
You can't, like, jump forward. Where? Oh wait, maybe I have to...
Crouching?
I can't crouch. Where?
Like sneaking?
I touched you! Come here! Maybe.
I'll get it.
How do I catch you? Am I not supposed to catch these bunnies?
Supposed to.
I know. Where? I'm stuck in the tree. I should. Huh? Why?
It's the interact button, dude.
It's click. Click is to interact. I was spamming it. Let's go here. There's that bulb. Maybe just finding them and touching them counts. There it goes, there's more over here. Here, bunnies.
Happened that one.
Where? Do I just have to keep chasing him for a while? Maybe. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Meh. I'll chase you until I catch you.
No.
Continue, but huh?
Crouch.
You can't crouch.
Oh, look up how to catch a bunny in the game you're in.
You don't want to do that. Figure it out later. Go back down here, though. You can look it up if you want.
Listening?
The first tree. The first tree. Yeah, that's what it's called. What's this?
Okay, so you have to make contact and attach with the bunnies.
And do what? Make contact
To
with
attach.
them?
To make contact and attach.
How do you attach, though?
I don't know. Approximately 13 bunnies around, and then we'll okay, I don't know.
First trees. This is going to be a pain in the first level. The idea is the rabbit king. And straight away, when you beginning is down the hill, you find trees and the other is so you make contact with them in the street at the same time as the walk.
What is that?
And you must touch contact with the bunnies in the level. And it's probably about 30 and what that will do is double the top.
Another dig up site.
Okay.
Usually those
I think you
kids
just
would
have to
leave
make
me
them
alone,
squeak.
But somehow
Okay.
they could
If
tell
it
I was
squeaks.
different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
What's this?
You say that, you mean someone's gonna die.
A lot of people have gotten confused why Joseph's father is called a sourdough, and it's not stated outright at the beginning of the game, but Joseph and his dad, they grew up in Alaska. And I don't have a real connection to Alaska except through friends who lived there, and it was also the place that me and my dad were gonna go right before he passed away. But I love the idea of Alaska being like this beautiful solitary place. But anyway, what that has to do with sourdough is it's an Alaskan slang term about like someone who lives in the backwoods, like a redneck in Alaska. So I thought that was just to put some authenticity into the game. I added that word.
Cool. I will be back real quick, hang on. Bye.
He freaking gives me a bag of bud, a couple things of soda, he makes sure I have cigarette stuff. Gravity stayed. He stayed within 6 inches of our neck. He gives you like a little squirt of butter and everything.
Right, right, you laddie. I am back. Back. You okay? Breathe. It's okay. Hey, darling. Are you okay? Hi.
Fine.
Okay. Back again. And back. Oh wait, there was a see what just happened? No. I am flying fox. Duck. Cool. And back to running again. I like the little footprints. Such a simple game, but a very pretty. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'll be back in. Huh? Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Back this way. Whee! Should we go to the marker up there first, or that? That? Okay. This is another little dig site.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Lumber.
Huh?
Why lumber?
What's these? Oh, those are more point thingies. Yeah. No. I'll be back. Yeah. I'm back. There's a little twinkle up here.
It's not a Pringle.
No, twinkle. Not Pringle.
Or Pringle.
Army truck. Cool. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm recording right now. Okay.
I feel like one of the main reasons people play small indie games is because they are so personal and intimate. So I tried to put myself into this game as much as possible. So almost all the vignettes or little stories you hear in this game, they come from my childhood, where I grew up in the middle of nowhere
Balancing
in
box.
Central Virginia in the United States. So yeah, that's probably why I love games like this so much, where you explore this open, wide environment and just find interesting things, because that's exactly what I did as a kid. older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same
Turn
thing,
around.
you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
I thought it was important to say that, yes, I actually did draw this with crayons. And it was just funny to me one day that I was like, I'm working on my game, and I pulled out my little 1-year-old's like crayon set to draw this item for this game. I just realized just now that I probably threw away the original. I probably should have kept it and given it away to somebody, but oh well.
I'm about to jump off that fucking cliff.
That's the sun.
Oh.
Oh, something's loading. Okay. Whoa.
I didn't even finish that last one.
Wow. I think so. Go up here. Dig up this first.
Yeah.
My teenage years were full of sketching,
forgot to tell you.
angst, and trouble.
Getting all the bunnies in that part of the game, the super bunny that he accidentally created.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me. This is the level that I showed at PAX West, which was a crazy dream come true that this hobby project was being shown next to all these amazing indie games. So I decided to show this level because it's smaller, there's like some jumping puzzles, and I thought it was a good entry into the game. But the one thing I can't seem to forget is right before we opened to the public, there was an indie dev superstar. Like, you've definitely heard of his games, and I was like terrified. He wanted to try it out. So I said, of course, like, please give me your feedback. And he was super nice, super talented, of course. But this embarrassing bug happened, which I'd never seen before in my life, where when he dug the item up, he jumped right after, and it created the dust cloud to permanently be on the rest of the level. It wouldn't turn off. So it looked like this fart cloud following the fox as it just kept running with this beautiful music and serious voiceover. And it was horrible. I think about that every time I look at this level. But, you know, I was able to fix it, so I'm glad someone could at least find that bug.
Oh, wait.
I always wanted this game to be very meditative and relaxing, but I know there's a balance between keeping the player's interest. So I added this butterfly jumping mechanic just to like spice things up. I used a plugin called Playmaker for Unity, which in a visual editor lets you do interactive things, which is perfect for me because I do come from a film and design background. But on the flip side, I really wish I was good at code, because this jumping mechanic, the jumping mechanic in the whole game actually has frustrated a lot of players. But hopefully I've been able to fine tune it, so it should feel a lot better now. I would just hate that this meditative game would get frustrating, so I've definitely I've lowered the gravity, I've made the jumps more consistent, so hopefully people can just focus on the world and the story.
Wait. What's behind here? Suspicious rock. This is a suspicious rock. Okay, there's nothing behind it. There's a couple things. Bottles. There's a sign over here.
Ew, it's got algebra on it. Destroy it.
Where? Where's the algebra?
All over it. Destroy it.
It's a map.
The algebra. Get rid of it.
Don't blame me though.
I can hate algebra.
Butterflies.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how
Me, it's skeleton.
and how they'd come all the way out to my house for
Skeleton.
nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck
No,
was
it's
still in the
keys.
garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass
on.
played out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Oh, okay, on.
Okay.
What about me? I'm sorry. Good news. I am negative. But my mom's positive. Yeah. Alright, let's continue.
First you find out your grandpa's positive, then you find out you're negative, then you find out your mom.
Yeah?
I said, come here, find grandma.
Yeah?
You know what? If all your family members test positive, you know you're gonna have to get out of the house, right?
I know.
We offer you to stay here. I don't know.
Yeah, good luck having that happen. How do I get up here? Ainsley is angry. Yeah. There we go. Cool. What is this? Okay.
Fire!
Whee!
I'm upset.
Butterflies. Wait. There's a shiny here. Where'd you go? There it is. Oops. Oh. Where's the shiny? Oh, there it is. The fucking shiny, mate. Give me the shiny. I want the shiny.
Really, no person why you
Ugh, I can't have the shiny. Oh, wait. This, like... Oh. Ow. I can pull these with me. Okay. Yes! Got it. Cool. Wait, you don't want to get up here? Maybe. I'm gonna try to get up here anyways with that one. Yeah, I think I need that. There we go.
I don't know why I did this, but you remember that little loop that I found?
Uh-huh.
I found my tricks bracelet.
Nice.
I don't know why. There are
Wait,
three things in this one right now.
Cool.
I have bracelet that you gave me in here. Literally in here.
Yeah.
Literally inside of it. Oh, it has the little loop.
I have butterflies.
I'm gonna draw a butterfly.
After he
Instead
drove
of
me home from the
wings,
police
it's gonna have
station,
toes.
I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over.
Yep.
It's almost
Yeah.
like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me. My biggest hope for the players that are playing is that they realize how similar these two parallel stories are, of this fox looking for her missing cubs, and also of this son reconnecting with his father. And so I try to add little touches in the voiceover and in the environment to help draw those parallels, even if they seem totally dissimilar. A big example is the truck, for instance, that Joseph grew up with. It's purple and yellow like the butterflies for this fox. So I tried to add as many touches like that throughout the story as possible.
That's pretty wonderful.
We went downstairs to get I run some errands in our daily car wash.
You may have noticed there's a little pond here, and believe it or not, I tried everything I could to get swimming working in this game, and I just could not do it, unfortunately. And so all the water in this game you can just stand in, which is, it still bums me out, but the systems were not working, it was buggy, so I just had to throw it out, which, you know, I think it's okay. Like, I wish it was there, but again, the focus of this game is on the story.
Alright, we're going over here now. Figure out whatever this is over here. Oh, we have to jump above this. Okay. Oh, wait. I need 3 of them? Oh, I can stack them.
Not by long. Ever. Now. Tasty. I used to stay. As I played. Oh, this comes flying.
Alright, I'm gonna do this last little thing and then I'm gonna pause it for now.
Oh, Miss Chuck's ever.
Here. Boop. Boop. Cool. 1. Then we got this one without jumping. 2. 1 more butterfly stack. Hickey. Stacking butterflies so I can jump higher. And I have to not jump. Oh wait, I can go on top of the rock. Like this. There we go. Third one. Butterflies all around.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
And that does it for that. Done with this game for now.